Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Let's hit this one. Go. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
70, Indy.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Raiders 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Hey, Charlie. You think you gonna
Throwing to start the drive. Eason. And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, Hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready, break. 9:35. Rip right. 5.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Green. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down.
Ready. 50, plant. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Now.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Joe Mixon. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
61, match box, white, get it.
On 3rd down, Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
57's Mike 57. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. To throw on second down, Eason looking deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hard. Start.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 15 lines. Topper!
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
51's the mic. Hey, Steve 6. Mike 51. Watch the run. They're running it. Tight dog. Kill. Yep. Watch the motion. Shoot.
On third down, Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down.
Come on, set. 8, read. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Mixon with it, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let him know. Hey, echo.
2nd and 11. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's telling me.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2nd and 5. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
On the set. 58, come on. I'm coming after you. Go.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that The fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get